Explaining my pain, this is way too much. I wanna feel you, hurry up, give me the rush. Cause
Does Caleb have a different energy here to you? Wow, he is way slimmer. Hey friends, welcome back. And anyone who's brand new here, welcome to the show. My name's Anton, and this is the Anton Zachar Rock Show. And today we're going to be reviewing BEARTOOTH's brand new single, Riptide, off of their upcoming record, BT number 5, obviously BEARTOOTH 5. And anyone who doesn't know who BEARTOOTH is an American hardcore punk band formed by Caleb Shomo in Columbus, Ohio in 2012. Now BEARTOOTH, as they've went on, they've developed kind of these two sides of themselves, a very almost like metalcore, hardcore side, and then very much like this like almost pop punk, just catchy, melodic as all hell side. And they, like, I think Caleb Shomo is one of the greatest clean singers in the genre right now, and anyone who's brand new to this band, you'll probably see his choruses are just, they're just magnificent. And actually I didn't really check out their last record, but the one before this, Disease, I thought was absolutely phenomenal front to back. You know, had some bangers on it, but just again, just absolutely so catchy. And so I'm really stoked about this. So anyway, as always, if you guys have any song requests for me, please leave them in the Discord, link down below. And that's it. So let's get into BEARTOOTH, Riptide.
Finally frozen, no more emotion. Started escaping, now everything's numb.
Yeah, this is his voice, man. Okay, already, I've been listening to BEARTOOTH for a little bit. I have not checked out most of their stuff, just that Disease record, but this is already much more ambient than I remember from them. If you listen to the background, I just love those kind of like shimmering ambient leads in the background, or I think the chords.
No more emotion, started escaping, now everything's numb. Dove in the deep end, stuck and I can't swim. So
he's lost a lot of weight, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is way too much, just yeah, this is way too much, just I'm done explaining my pain, this is way too much. I wanna feel you, hurry up, give me the rush.
Does Caleb have a different energy here to you? Wow, he is way slimmer.
Trying to drown me, full of excuses for way too long.
His whole vibe is different.
Cause it's the last time that I romanticize. Riptide, it's a riptide.
Wow, this is the last time I romanticized a riptide. He's changing his life around. Okay, man, dude, already coming in here, I'm loving it. But to anyone who doesn't know this band, Caleb has been, you know, kind of like Bring Me the Horizon. He's been someone who's characterized almost like a caricature, that he always sings about his own personal demons and his own mental health issues. And believe me, to anyone who doesn't know this band, look back on the last even few singles, all the music videos, you'll see that Caleb traditionally has always been this person that's always just looks like he's barely making it. You know what I mean? He's just drowning his own pain and his own traumas. But here, there's a level of freedom. Like, I was joking about the Korn video, Got the Life, how like Jonathan Davis was kind of like dancing, and same with like Counting Crows, Mr. Jones. But this is actually really beautiful to see. Just Caleb really, I feel like his energy, man, he's just changing over to a new leaf, man. It's beautiful. His also, it's just amazing to see the clarity of his face. He looks so much healthier.
Riptide, it's a riptide.
And then
I'm so ashamed of my vicious problems, keeping the worst of me onto myself. It's overwhelming, not ever tell me the ones I love, but I gotta find help. Yeah, this is way too much, just yeah, this is way too much.
swagger, man.
The rush, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize. Riptide that's trying to drown me, full of excuses for way too long. Don't wanna sing another hopeless song, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize. Riptide, it's a riptide. Don't wanna die, I guess I gotta let it go. Don't wanna die, I guess I gotta let it go.
And then bridge here. Yeah.
I'm done explaining my pain. This is way too much. I wanna feel you. Hurry up, give me the rush, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize. Riptide that's trying to drown me, full of excuses for way too long. Don't wanna sing another hopeless song, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize. Riptide, it's a riptide.
Wow, you know what? Straight up, that's my favorite BEARTOOTH song. You know, this one hit me in a weird way, man. Just like seeing Caleb is a transformed human being, 100%. And this is fascinating because you know, like I said, I really love the Disease record. That's really the only thing I know by BEARTOOTH, but I love that record front to back. Just some incredible songs on it, right? And I always remember, like, I just remember listening to that record and going, this is so catchy, but it's dark. Like, this is a human being that is having a really hard time living. You know what I mean? Having a really hard time just, yeah, living, man. And there was this self-flagellation that I didn't resonate with ever with BEARTOOTH. I always loved Caleb's voice. Like I said, I always loved his voice. I always loved the music, but Caleb, I could tell he had a heart, you know, he's a good guy, but just that level of self-destruction and that self-hatred was hard to listen to, man. It was hard. And listening to this, I'm like, man, just seeing Caleb like happy, like, you know, dancing, free, shredded, man, he's in great shape and just like a smile on his face. You know what I mean? Like, when was the last time you saw Caleb with just this, I don't know, man, this gleeful smile on his face? Like, I can't remember. You know what I mean? It's so beautiful. And just like this whole band just seems to have this renewed energy. Like they are doing something different now. You know what I mean? This is the new chapter. Everything before was chapter 1. This is chapter 2. We're moving forward in maybe a new direction. I love how this song had some heaviness. I love that. I love like the chunky breakdown kind of thing. But man, you guys know me. I love my melody. I love my big arena hooks. And this hook is massive. And Caleb's voice is just beautiful as ever. But yeah, let's jump in this review very specifically, and I'll probably retread some ground I just said. But first of all, like I said, vocals first. Caleb absolutely crushed it. You know what I mean? Just the melody. And that's one thing with Caleb is he can't mess up melodies, man. That dude, he just, you know, I feel like there's just some vocalists where the melodies just come effortlessly. You know what I mean? And Caleb's one of those. He has a perfect attention for pop. You know what I mean? Just blending that perfect pop in with rock and metal. It's so beautiful. You know what I mean? Kind of like Ollie Sykes. I feel like Ollie Sykes has that talent too. He just knows how to hook you. You know what I mean? And then instrumentally, this one, loved it. Loved the production. And I believe, and to anyone who doesn't know, Caleb, the lead vocalist I've been talking about, he writes everything. He writes all the riffs. He writes all the drums. He writes all the vocal parts, if I'm correct. I know he used to. But yeah, so he did all of this, and I think he produces everything. And the production on this was great. You could hear the bass, you could hear the guitar, you could hear the shimmering. I loved it. Songwriting, from the songwriting perspective, 3.5 minute banger, nothing amazing, but hey, it's very good for like pop rock songwriting, and pop metal songwriting, you want to call it. I'm not someone who's going to knock that. It works, it's sustainable, it's great for singles. For albums, I do prefer the 4 minutes and 30 seconds, 5 minutes. I like my epics, kind of like my Parkway Drive stuff, as I always say, power metal, you know what I mean, or like melodic death metal stuff. And man, so let's get into the lyrics here now. But man, this just absolutely blew me away. So yeah, Riptide, Beartooth, BT5, man. And I see, again, look at that album artwork. Completely different. You know what I mean? Produced by Caleb Bishomo. And one thing, man, I want to get Caleb on my podcast now. 100%. Caleb, if you watch this, I want you to come on my podcast, man, because I just love to talk about this shift, man. Like, this is inspirational to me. I love seeing human beings turn their lives around. It's just so... It's just beautiful. And so, yeah, I'm going to get Caleb on my podcast, 100%. But yeah, Riptide is a Riptide. Riptide is a Riptide. Finally frozen, no more emotion. Started escaping, now everything's numb. Dove in the deep end, stuck and I can't swim. So out of breath, I know I don't have long. So this sounds very much like his old material, the kind of stuff he used to do. Yeah, this is way too much, just give me the rush. I'm done explaining my pain. This is way too much. I want to feel euphoria, give me the rush. Because it's the last time that I romanticize the riptide that's trying to drown me. Full of excuses for way too long. I'm fucked up, I have a mental health problem, I'm depressed, I'm anxious. This is one thing that, I don't like about that. Like, I love that mental health is becoming destigmatized, but one drawback is I find nowadays there's so many people that are labeling themselves as fucked up. And I'm just fucked up. It's like, true, but if you don't try to want euphoria, if you don't want to want euphoria, you probably won't get there. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a certain level of like the first step to getting better is just desiring to be better. And I think a lot of people, because they've been unhappy for so long, I've been in a situation where you end up just painting it, like just accepting yourself. You know what I mean? Accepting yourself. Oh, I'm just fucked up. I'll never be okay. And it's like there is a certain level of strength to owning who you are, but there's also a certain level of you put yourself in prison. Hey, I'm the fucked up guy. Nobody likes me. I'm an outsider. You know what I mean? I think that that's dangerous, and I love that, yeah, because it's the last time that I romanticize the riptide that's trying to drown me. Full of excuses for way too long. Don't want to sing another hopeless song, because it's the last time that I romanticize the riptide. Dude, brilliant lyrics, man. It's just so self-aware. I'm so ashamed of my vicious problems, keeping the worst of me all to myself. It's overwhelming, not ever telling the ones that I love that I gotta find help. Yeah, this is way too much, just give me the rush. I love that line, I'm done explaining my pain, because there is a certain level of like, I've even fallen into this, and I've talked about this, where for that first year of doing this YouTube channel, I really dived into my own trauma, my own pain, my own vulnerability, and I think there's a certain level where like, you explain it, and it gets better, then there's a line. And it's like, if you keep explaining it after it's done, you recreate it. And I think I found that line, and I overstepped it for a month or two, and then I went, okay, this is dangerous. I'm done with that. You know what I mean? I did my own self-therapy. I'm better now. You know what I mean? I've closed that loop in my past. And it's like, I think that when it's not over, it's over. You know what I mean? Don't want to die. Guess I gotta let it go. Man, I love that line too. Wow. Absolutely brilliant song. Now, what were your thoughts? Let me know. What are your favorite Beartooth songs? And are you excited for this new chapter of this band? Because I know I am. I'm absolutely stoked, and I'd love it if some of you were too. I think that someone like Caleb, this is a big creative leap to change who change who you are publicly. A lot of people they think they put you in a box and they want to know you're that person because they know that person. They don't know the new you. And I think that this is about a big confident step and be like, this is the new me. Let's do it. And so yeah, this Absolutely brilliant. But now I want to give a big shout out to my tier 3 patrons. So we got Laura, Amber, Kelly, Ken, Britt, Brianna, Daphne, David, Francis, Melissa, Russ, and Sharon. So shout out to all of you, and I'll see everybody again tomorrow. I love you.